Okay, so there's a brand new niche on YouTube that is absolutely blowing up, with creators generating tens of thousands of dollars every single month, and they're not showing their face or revealing their identity. Just take a look at this channel that was started 3 months ago and has already gained 73,000 subscribers and made well over $10,000. Now, the first video that they ever posted is currently sitting at 1.5 million views and is still going strong. But they're not alone in doing this. In the last few weeks, there's more channels like this that have popped up, and they're all getting crazy results. Now, they managed to keep the strategy a secret up until now, but in this video, I'm going to expose the 5-step blueprint that they're all using to get these results. Now, the best part about this strategy that I've created is that AI is going to do 95% of the work for us. You will not have to spend weeks editing videos, learning how to do all of that graphic design stuff, or any of those time-consuming tasks. However, before we get into the AI stuff, let's take a good look at the niche. Now, all the viral channels that I showed you a minute ago, they're all in this new niche that I like to call cinematic motivation. Now, the concept of the videos is to create emotionally provoking topics that make the viewer feel something. And the reason the videos in this niche are performing so well, it comes down to 3 factors. Now, first, they're all targeting the viewer's emotions, and that is crucial. You have to trigger the emotions of the viewer. Secondly, they're actually sharing good information that can be applied in real life, which adds a lot of extra value to your viewer. And finally, the most important factor, they're adding a storyline that's connecting the dots throughout the video. Now, a mistake that most people make when starting a new channel is that they're just spitting out information without a storyline, which is going to make the viewer click off right away, tanking the retention on your video. And if you've done your homework, you know retention is the most valuable metric that there is in the eyes of the YouTube algorithm. Now, by mastering these key factors, the viewer is going to watch your video for a lot longer, signaling to the algorithm that it's a good video, which will then push your video to more and more people. However, finding a niche, that's just one piece of the puzzle. To even start off on YouTube, you need a channel, and that brings us to step 1 of the blueprint. So before creating the channel on YouTube, we first need to have 4 things ready: a channel name, a bio, a profile picture, and a banner. To create a channel name, you're going to want to head over to ChatGPT and enter this prompt from the step-by-step document. Now, the prompt is going to help you generate a list of 10 unique names related to the niche that you can use for your channel. And after looking at them, I think 7 looks good, so I'm going to go with that one. Okay, so next, we need a bio. So to do this, you have to enter a prompt where you tell ChatGPT what alternative you went with, and then you're going to ask it to write a bio filled with keywords related to the niche to improve our channel's SEO. And basically what that means is by adding keywords, YouTube is going to show your channel to more people who are interested in those topics. Read it through and make sure that everything looks good. And if there's anything you want to change, you're going to be able to do that in a little while once you paste it into YouTube. But before doing that, we need to create the visuals. So let's start with the profile picture, which I've actually prepared a prompt for. Just paste it into ChatGPT, generate it, and you're going to get a list of profile picture ideas to choose from. Now, if you stayed up to date lately, you know that ChatGPT released a new 4.0 model that can generate really good images so that you don't need any image generators like DALL-E or Leonardo. All you gotta do is enter a prompt with the idea that you want to go with, and ChatGPT is gonna generate the image for you. Now, as you can see, it gave me 2 alternatives, and I thought the first one looked better, so I'm gonna go ahead and download that one. And finally, we need a banner image. And I tried creating it with ChatGPT a few times, but the result didn't turn out very well, so I'm going to quickly show you how to create one in Canva. Now, once you're on the home page, you want to search for YouTube banner in the search bar, and take a look through all the templates until you find one that you like and click on it. Now, on the editing page, we're not going to do anything crazy, just the text box with your channel name is all that you're going to need. So remove the pre-made text boxes, write some text with your channel name, and then add an effect if you want to. So for me, I'm just going to add a neon effect to mine. And when you're all done, all you got to do is download it by clicking here in the top right corner. So now that we have everything ready, we can create the actual channel. Start off by heading over to YouTube and go ahead and click on your profile picture. Now you're going to click on Switch Account and then View All Channels. You're then going to see all the channels that you registered under that email address. Now, there's no limit on how many you can have, so there's no need to register a new email address for this. Anyway, here you want to click on Create New Channel and enter the username that you created in ChatGPT. Now, YouTube also has something called a handle, and that's the name that's unique to your channel. Now, most likely your name is going to be taken, so just try to add some extra words on there, like I'm doing here. Then upload the profile picture that we created and hit Create Channel. Now, let's add the details. Click on Customize Channel, and you're going to be able to edit it. Now first, I'm going to go ahead and upload the banner that we created in Canva. Now make sure you adjust it like I'm doing here so that the text is located directly in the middle. And then you want to scroll down to where it says Description. Now here, that's where you're going to want to paste the bio from ChatGPT. So go over there, copy it, and then paste it into this box. And just like that, we have our channel set up. Just click on Publish, and now our channel is going to look something like this. But before we move on to the video creation, I just want to quickly address something that I've been seeing a ton of in the comments lately. Okay, monetized channels. Should you use them? Should you not? Everyone seems to be looking for the answer, so here it is. If you're just getting started, learn the basics first. Learn how to create good content, how to get views, and how to build a real audience, because that's where the long-term success comes from. But for those of you that already know what you're doing, or if you have a bigger budget and you just want to skip the grind in the beginning, I do recommend that you get a pre-monetized channel, because these are channels that have already been grown and approved for monetization, which means you can just start making money from your very first post. Now let me be clear, if you're broke or brand new, this is not the move. You're going to be better off spending your money on tools, editing, and building your skill set. But if you've got a little more cash to play with and you want to fast track your growth, this can save you months of work, of course. And there's a bunch of websites where you can get them from, and sadly, many of them are quite unreliable or scammy almost. Now, I personally get the ones that I use from monetized profiles, and it's a bit more costly, but I don't have to worry about being scammed, so I don't really care. And I'd really recommend it if that's what you're looking for. But let's not talk anymore about that. Because next up is the first step of the video creation, creating good scripts. And this is going to be hard even if you're using AI, because it usually ends up sounding forced and robotic. But it's not because AI is bad at all. It's just because people don't know how to prompt correctly. Let me give you an example. Instead of prompting, give me a script for my YouTube video in the cinematic motivation niche, you gotta be much more specific on how it's supposed to act. Here's a better way of doing it. I'm about to create a script for my new YouTube video in the motivational/stoicism/psychology niche. Now I want you to act as my professional YouTube script writer that knows everything about how to go viral on YouTube. So if you write it like this, the way that the AI is going to do it is that it's going to take into consideration what it is that makes a good YouTube script. But we're not done there. If you've subscribed to my channel for some time, you know that I never stop yapping about proven concepts, doing things that have already been proven to work. And this applies especially when it comes to script writing. So for this step, we're going to use a strategy that some people might say is unethical, but those are the same people that get 0 views on their videos, so we're going to do it anyway. And if you apply this strategy combined with the prompt I just showed you, you're almost guaranteed to have a viral script. Here's what you want to do. Go ahead and find a super successful channel in your niche and filter their videos by popularity. Then go to their most viral video and copy the link next to it. Now take this one as an example that has 1.3 million views. Next, you're going to go to this website called Tactic and paste in the link. And by clicking on this button that says Get Video Transcript, you'll get their entire script written down in text form in only a few seconds. Now basically what we're going to do is that we're going to use this script to train ChatGPT to use similar topics, language, and tone in our own videos. And the reason you want to do this is because if it worked for this channel, it's most likely going to work for you. So click on Copy and head back over to ChatGPT. Now to generate the script for our video, you're going to want to paste in the prompt that you see on the screen right now, and that's the prompt that's going to do the magic for us. Hit Generate, and ChatGPT will ask you to provide the script from the viral video. So paste the script from Tactic, hit Generate again, and ChatGPT is going to write the entire script for us. And this script isn't going to be some robotic AI script, because we trained the AI to act in a certain way. So it's going to give us a script based on the elements that have already been proven to go viral. Now once it's generated, I like to copy the entire thing and paste it into a Google Doc. That way it's easier to make changes. Now after you paste it, read through it to make sure that it looks good, or if you want to make a few changes to it. If not, we can move on to the next step, bringing our script to life by creating a voiceover. Now AI voiceovers, they're great and all, but nothing beats using your own voice where you can. So if you've got a nice voice, grab a mic and record it yourself. No one's gonna know it's you anyway. But let's face it, most of you sound like Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
First of all, what you're saying is not true.
so you're probably going to be leaning towards the second option, using AI. And honestly, there's not even a competition in this space. 11 Labs easily has the most natural-sounding AI voices out there. Now, I've discovered a little sneaky method to find the absolute best voices on their platform, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. Another bonus, though, is that 11 Labs gives you a decent chunk of free credits every month, so chances are you're not even going to need to upgrade to a paid plan. Anyway, you'll find the link to 11 Labs in the doc. Just head over there and sign up with your email. Super simple. And once you've got your account set up, you'll get access to their standard voices. Now, I'd skip those though, because everyone and their grandma has been using them, so they're kind of overplayed at this point. Instead, you're going to want to find a voice that's unique to your channel, because that way, every time someone hears it, they're going to instantly connect it with your content. And that's a subtle but really powerful branding move. So to do this, click on Voices. Now here you're going to find over 5,000 different voices in a bunch of different languages. So for this channel, I'm going to look for something close to what those reference channels were using, a young American male voice. So first, you're just going to filter it by English. And then under accent, I'm going to go over and select American. Now the voices that you're seeing are going to match exactly what we're after. But here's the secret tip that I mentioned earlier. Pay attention. You only want to use voices that have a little yellow check mark next to them, because that badge means it's a professional voice, which is code for "this actually sounds human." Now just start testing them out one by one until you find one that fits your style. I'll let you know once I've found the one.
I think this is a really nice hot diggity dog. I think this is a really nice
crystal clear narration.
I have a casual, smooth, and sexy voice.
Okay, after listening to a bunch of them, I think I found the perfect fit. Now just hit add and you'll land on the text-to-speech page. Here's how it works. Anything you type into this box, it's going to get turned into a super realistic voiceover. So just paste in your script from your Google Doc, then hit generate speech, and in a few seconds, your entire voiceover is ready to go.
What if I told you that the biggest obstacle in your life is you?
Just make sure you listen through the whole thing once, because sometimes it messes up a word or two. And if it does that, just go ahead and tweak whatever sounds off. Now once you're happy with it, click the little download button in the corner and you're done. Now let's move on to the next step. Creating our visuals. Creating visuals is a two-part process. First, we're going to use ChatGPT to help us come up with high-quality image prompts based on our script. And then we're going to turn those image prompts into visuals using Leonardo AI, and later animate them into full-scale videos with a brand new method. Now, the first thing that you'll need to do is generate those image prompts inside ChatGPT. I've already prepared a prompt template for you. It's in the step-by-step doc. This will break down your script and turn it into a visual prompt that we can use in Leonardo AI. Now just grab that template, paste it into ChatGPT, and hit enter. ChatGPT is then going to spit out a bunch of detailed prompts. And now it's time to take those over to an image generator. Now my go-to is Leonardo AI because it's, in my opinion, the best one out there right now. So that's what we're going to use. Head over to Leonardo and sign up with your email. It's free to get started. And once you're logged in, hit that big button on the home page that takes you to the image generation page. From here, you're going to want to set your settings based on the style that you're after. Now I'm using their Phoenix 1.0 model, and don't forget, set the dimensions to 16:9 since that's the standard YouTube video size. Now go back to ChatGPT, grab your first image prompt, and paste it into Leonardo. Hit generate and you're going to get something that fits perfectly with your video's tone. Now just rinse and repeat for all the other prompts. I'm going to go ahead and generate the rest, and I'll be back once I've gotten them all ready to go.
2 hours later.
So it's a few minutes later and I have all the images ready. And as you can see, they really turned out good and they match the vibe of our video. But just leaving it like this, it's gonna look pretty boring. So we need to bring them to life. Now I want you to forget everything that you knew about Leonardo's old motion tool, because this new image-to-video feature just blew it out of the market. Instead of adding tiny movements to a still image, this thing actually transforms your visuals into full-blown animated video clips. It's smoother, more cinematic, and it's way more professional looking. Let me show you how it works. Now, this feature lets you turn any static image into a short animated video clip. Now, it's basically making your visuals feel way more dynamic without having to do any manual editing. So here's how you do it. Go to your generated images, click on one of them, and then you're going to see an option to animate it into a video. Tap on that and it'll take you to the image to video interface. Now from here, you'll be able to adjust things like the number of videos, the generator model, and a couple of other settings depending on the look that you're going for. Now for me, I usually keep it pretty natural. That means just enough movement to make the image feel alive, but not so much that it becomes distracting. So once you got the settings that you want, hit generate and let it do its thing. And after a few seconds, you're going to get a short video version of your image that you can preview and download. Now just repeat this process for all your images until you've got a full batch of animated clips that are ready to go. And once you've animated all your images and you're happy with how they turned out, just go ahead and download each video clip to your computer. Now we're going to need all of them for the next step, editing everything together into a viral masterpiece. So for the editing part, we're going to be using CapCut because it's super easy to use and it has pretty much everything that you're going to need to make the final video look and feel professional. So start by opening up CapCut and creating a new project. And once you're in, click on the import button and drop in all the files of your animated visuals and the voiceover. Now the first thing I want you to do is to drag the voiceover down to the timeline, since that's going to be the backbone of the whole video. Then go ahead and start placing the visuals above it one by one, in the same order as they match the voiceover. Now just make sure each clip is synced properly. Now to give everything a more cinematic feel, we're going to add an adjustment layer on top of the entire timeline. So head over to the left panel, click on Adjustment Layer, and drag it out so it covers the full video. Then just go into the Adjust settings and then set the vignette to 20. Now this is going to darken the edges slightly and it's going to bring more focus into the center of the screen. It's just a small tweak, but it really makes a huge difference. Next up, let's add some captions. Go to the top left, click on Text, and hit Generate. CapCut's then going to transcribe the entire voiceover for you. And once that's done, head over to the Templates tab on the right and pick out one of the animated text styles. Now I'd recommend going with something that's just clean and subtle, nothing too flashy. And after that, you can tweak the font, size, and color under the Basic tab to make it fit your brand. And now we're going to need a good background track. And I've already done all the research for you guys, so I found the best free websites. Now for me, the best one is pixabay.com. So just head over there and search for some copyright-free music that matches your video's tone. In this case, I'm going to go with something like spiritual. Then download the track that you like by clicking on this button over here to the right. And once you've got it downloaded, upload it into CapCut and place it underneath everything else on the timeline. Just make sure that you lower the volume so it's not overpowering the voiceover. And that's pretty much it. Once you're happy with how your video looks and sounds, go to the export settings. Set the resolution to 1080p and the FPS to 60 for the best quality. Then just hit export and you're done.
What if I told you that the biggest obstacle in your life is you, not your past, not the economy, not even your circumstances? It's the silent war happening inside your own mind, a war you don't even realize you're fighting.
All right, so you're almost done, but you still need one last thing. A thumbnail. Now you can have the greatest video in the history of YouTube, but it doesn't matter if no one clicks on it. Now I'm not saying that you need to be some graphic design super nerd or drop a bunch of money on Photoshop, because I'm going to show you how to create one while keeping it fast and simple. So first, go to the step-by-step document and grab the prompt that I prepared for you. Paste it into ChatGPT, and it's going to generate a thumbnail image that matches the vibe of your video. In this case, since we're talking about self-destruction, I used a prompt that gave me a powerful, emotional portrait of a person with half of the face cracked and dark and the other side normal. And once you've got your image, download it and head over to Canva. Now for this, you can just use their free version, and it works just fine. Search for YouTube thumbnail and then click on Create Blank YouTube Thumbnail. From here, you're just going to upload your image and stretch it out so it fills the whole canvas. Next, we're going to add a text. Now it needs to reflect the message of your video, but in a way that grabs attention. So for mine, I went with How to Stop Self-Destruction and broke it into 3 separate text boxes. And I placed them out in an unsymmetrical way and changed the color on 2 of them to red to give it a more raw, dramatic feel. So you can go ahead and play around with placement to however you want. Once you're happy with the layout, just hit download in the top right corner and save it to your computer. And that's your thumbnail done in just a few minutes. No advanced design skills needed. So now that you got your video fully edited, thumbnail ready, and everything good to go, it's time to actually post it. And this is where most people overthink things or just wait for the perfect moment. Do not do that. Just hit upload. And once that first video is live, you're not done. You're just getting started. Because what really makes a channel grow isn't just one viral video, it's a consistent posting schedule. That's the most important part. Pick a schedule that you can stick to. Once a week, twice a week, whatever works for you. The only thing that matters is that you stay consistent. And if you can do that, you'll get better with every upload. Your audience is going to grow and YouTube is going to start to reward you. Now, if you're serious about building a new income stream through faceless YouTube, I might be able to help. Because I just opened up 2 spots in my private coaching program, and I'm looking specifically for the kind of person that's actually going to follow through with the knowledge that I'm sharing. Now, in the last 3 months, I've actually already gotten people monetized in less than 4 videos. I just helped a student generate over $27,000 in a single month with YouTube automation. And just to top it off, I myself have earned over $2 million from YouTube, just to prove my point. So if you want results, feel free to apply in the link that I put in the description. Just remember, it's first come, first serve, so as soon as I find the 2 people who really want this, I'm all done. So good luck. And also, here on the screen is just an interview that I had with one of our successful students, if you want to explore his full journey. Alright, so that's it for this one. See ya!